artillery began firing on South Korean territory. As the regime had come under immense external pressure lately, it responded in its usual way by flexing its muscles. My colleague Sarah Hashbudi brings you the latest development.
Shells raining down on the island of Yongpyong, marking the first artillery strike on South Korean soil in more than half a century. As the plumes of smoke billowed from the tiny island community, Seoul lifted the state of military readiness to its highest level short of war. Firing in response to the hail of some 200 shells from the north, South Korea scrambled F-16 fighters to the scene. The exchange lasted about an hour. Up to 70 houses and other structures were set alight by North Korean artillery shells, forcing residents to evacuate to underground bunkers.
It was like a war. My house is burned down.
The area is home to about 1,200 people and lies in the Yellow Sea near the two Koreas' disputed maritime border. South Korea's defense ministry says the North also fired numerous rounds into the Yellow Sea. Hours after the skirmish, in an announcement on state television, the North threatened further action.
Should the South Korean puppet group dare intrude into the territorial waters of the DPRK, even 1/100th of a millimeter, the Revolutionary Armed Forces of the DPRK will continue taking merciless military counteractions against it.
It's a threat the South is not taking lightly.
Given that North Korea still maintains an offensive attitude, I think our Army, Navy and Air Force will have to retaliate against any additional provocation with multifold firepower. I think enormous retaliation should be made, to the extent that North Korea cannot make provocations again.
The South Korean government convened a crisis meeting in an underground bunker at the presidential office. The president's instructions were to take a stern response and carefully manage the situation to prevent the clash from escalating, an attempt to stem the sense of insecurity spreading across the country.
I feel like I might be called out as a reserve soldier. I can really feel now that war might break out. Seriously, I'm really scared.
The Security Council is still holding talks on how to respond to this latest development. It is reasonably certain that North Korean operatives were also behind the terrorist attack on Wednesday, killing 80 people, including Russian President Medvedev. South Korea has been called upon the Council to act decisively and protect their national sovereignty.